bring them out, bring them out, bring them out.
Season, how do you even describe what you're seeing?
You know, it's hard to put in words. It's amazing. I think that the fans have shown how bad they have been wanting for this to happen to us, for this franchise. And as me, as a former player, as someone who's had to compete against guys like Shaq or David or Tim, and not be able to come away with a ring to hopefully 2 more games from possibly winning one, it was like a dream come true.
I want to say, I don't have a question. I want to say truthfully from the bottom of my heart, if the Knicks do win, I'm still not putting them above my favorite player in Patrick Ewing. I want to say thank you for everything. I appreciate you and I love you. You will always be my favorite. You hear of all this talk, King of New York and all that. The New York Knicks belong to Patrick Ewing, just like the Lakers belong to Magic and Kareem. New York Knicks belong to you. Thank you for being here. You're making my day. You know how much I love you, brother.
I appreciate that.
I want to echo that because they always say there's the whole thing about who's the greatest Knick. The greatest Knick is sitting with us right now.
There.
Only because of this. This is my explanation before. He's never played with a first, second, or third team All-NBA player. Every great player, even the ones that are sitting here, they had someone on their team who made first, second, or third team All-NBA. Patrick Ewing played with some really good players, but Shaq played with Kobe. You know, Akeem played with Clyde Drexler.
Oh, my goodness.
They're the great players. David Robinson had Dennis Rodman at times, had Tim Duncan. So Patrick Ewing never had that. And we were happy back in '95 that he didn't have that because they took us to 7 games. And if they had that, that would have been possibly the difference. So Patrick Ewing, we bow down to the greatest Knick of all time.
And Chuck, Ernie, can I give a confession?
That's why you're here.
The first time I played against this man in this building, I was terrified.
Were you really?
Oh, my, terrified.
Ernie, I don't know why he was terrified because you know, a lot of people don't realize how big and athletic this man was at that time. He used to run the heck out of me.
Yeah. And I'm sure you had heard about this and seen this kid at LSU. And when he gets in the league, how did what you had seen as a college kid compare with him as an NBA player?
Well, it definitely compared. He had the belief, he had the nasty, he was physical, he was athletic.
Who did I get that from?
Hey, look, one Jamaican to another. One Jamaican to another.
Well, I just want to say this. I hate you. I only got swept one time in my life, and you swept me.
You got swept? You weren't good enough to win the game?
I got swept one time. And then him and Mark Jackson broke out the broom. So I'm going to always be bitter and angry about that. And we showed it, though. I got swept one time in my career, and that was in the best of 5.
Yes, it was.
But you came out there, you and Mark Jackson, 2 of the greatest people I know. Y'all broke out the broom in Philadelphia, and I don't like your ass, and I'll never forgive you.
I got a question for you. Speaking of the greatest Knick, you see all the Knicks come back for the games. Talk about how the Knicks organization take care of their past players, because from the outside looking in, it looks like they take care of their players better than any other organization in the league.
They do. I take my hat off to Leon Rose and Worldwide West. They've done an outstanding job of making all of us feel like we're part of this. Mr. Dolan, take your hat off to him as well, because they make you, they invite you, they make you feel, they open the doors up to you and make you feel like you're still a part of it.
You know, Patrick, you see 2 great big men playing now. Karl Anthony Towns was a #1 pick. Now you see Victor Wembanyama, #1 pick. Where would you fit in today's era of guys? What style of play because I think you would play very similar, but maybe a little more nastier, like Cat plays. Very similar.
I think, you know, my game definitely I thought would translate to this game. Even though I didn't shoot a lot of threes, I was a jump shooter. I shot jump shots. So I think I would still mix it up. I would try to move it out to the three-point line, but I would still run the floor. I'd still post up and do all the things that I did.
We know you're a Knicks fan. We know you want the Knicks to win. If you were having a conversation with Victor Wembanyama about this moment, about Game 3, what would that conversation be? Because I could tell you've been talking to Cat. I could tell you've been talking to Cat. Somebody been talking to Cat, but what would you say to Victor Wembanyama about this game, about this moment?
Cat is a special guy. I'm definitely, not only me, Mark Bryant has been doing an outstanding job with him. Victor is a special talent. He's 7'4", he can put it on the floor, he can shoot the three, he can handle it. He has to just continue to do all the things that he does well. Don't try to do too much at all the time. Pick and choose when to try to take it over. But he is special.
That wasn't enough to help Victor win, what you just said.
Well, I'm not trying to help him.
You might be watching the show.
Yeah,
that definitely was not enough.
You know what I can hear you saying? 1 foot fader. Do you practice
Have you practiced that shot?
Hey, Patrick, I do want to ask you, when you take a look at this unit, this bunch of New York Knicks, and just from where I sit, there's a bunch of rootable guys on that team. It's like you kind of, okay, this guy, they're good guys who happen to play great team basketball. What is the aspect of this team that jumps out to you the most?
Well, I think the camaraderie. They play together as a team, both offensively and defensively. Started from last year. Jalen Brunson, their leader. You know, the way that he's been able to take games over, the way that he knows when to try to score and knows when to try to be a facilitator. Carl, Cat, you know, he had some struggles early in the year, but he's able to put it together when he needs to get it to put together. And then all the other guys, the role players, they all of them do what they need to do their jobs to be able to get us to this part. Be it knocking down a shot or getting a huge rebound or a huge stop for us to win.
We got short time. If you could transport one Knick from this team to your team.
Jalen Brunson.
There it is. He's transporting them up. There it is. There it is.
I'm no fool. I'm no fool.
And Pat, one last thing. If they win the championship, if I see you crying, I better not see you crying if they win the championship.
Big fella, if we win the championship, you might see some tears.
There it is, brother.
Oh, shit.
Donald Trump will be attending Game 3 of the NBA Finals in New York between the Knicks and the Spurs tonight, and with that comes extra security measures. Fans will not be able to bring bags to the game. Players are getting screened. They've shut down blocks and roads. There will not be a watch party